So you signed up for your first autocross. Today is the day. You show up, now what? So the first thing you're gonna need to do is find your registration booth and get all registered, and then we'll go back and get our car and go over to get it teched. So we're done with tech. They're basically gonna check to make sure your car is in good working order and everything is safe. Basically going to check if your battery is tied down, not moving around in your engine bay. Check to make sure everything is out of your interior, nothing's flying around while you're driving out on the course. Also in the trunk as well. And then they're gonna check your helmet to make sure it meets all the standards. And then you're good to go. And now we've gotta go out and walk the course. So Autocross is basically a cone course set up in a large parking lot. And if we take a closer look here, you can see the chalk around these cones. That's pretty much the safety box. If you hit a cone and it goes out of that box, you get a penalty. If any part of it is touching, it's still good unless it's knocked over. Now you see this cone laying on the ground here. This is a directional cone to tell you on what side of the cone you need to go on with your car. So you want to be paying attention when you walk the course to make sure you're going on the right side of the cone. If it does not have a directional cone, then usually it's either optional or depending on the way the course is set up, you'll know which way to go. So we just got done walking the course for the first time. Looks like it's gonna be a really fun course with a lot of technical stuff, but with some speed as well. If this is your first time autocrossing, you're gonna want to walk the course as many times as you need so that you can actually draw it on the back of your hand so you have no issues whatsoever while you're on course, so you know exactly where you need to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk the course a couple more times and then we'll be good. If it's your first time and you don't happen to have a helmet, they usually have some loaner helmets available for you to use, but you just be sure to put them back once you're done with your run so other people can use them. Once you're done walking the course, you'll probably be waiting for the mandatory drivers meeting to start, where they'll go over different announcements, safety, and rules. If this is your first time, make sure you're present and paying attention because they'll also ask for novice drivers. This is where you'll also get your working assignment, so if you're not driving, you'll probably be out on the course picking up cones.
For the course, it's
yeah.
really fun, man. There's a lot of good slaloms out there.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm scared. Locked up. It's not working out. So unfortunately, the WRX, the power steering is acting up and locking during turns. So fortunately, Thomas from the FT side brought the 8.6 out, so we're gonna be driving that now.
Smooth is fast, so I just had to calm the down.
That's Thomas's advice. Calm the down. So I just finished up the last run of the day. a little unfortunate, and I'm kind of disappointed that we weren't able to run the WRX, but luckily we were able to hop in the 8.6 and get some runs in, so it wasn't a complete waste of a day. We're packing up, we're gonna head back to the shop, and then we'll end it from there. We got the car back at the shop. It's been a long day. A little thrown off that we weren't able to compete in the WRX because of the steering. Hopefully we'll be able to get that replaced and fixed so we can take this car out to another vet for you guys. I wasn't able to go through all the points that I wanted to hit at the event, but we'll go over some here since we're back. First thing being the tires. For tire pressures, you probably want to start out around 30, 32 and work from there once they get up to temp. Another thing is chalking your tires. You can use the drywall that they use to chalk the cone boxes. And if you do that on the sidewall of your tire, that will show you how far your sidewall or your tire is rolling over. And on some tires, like these Hankook RS3s, there's actually a small triangle, I'll show you there, that shows you the ideal place where you should see that wear showing up. So you can either bump up the tire pressure or lower it to get that ideal wear zone there. Another thing, if you want to get super serious, is weight reduction. So you want to take out anything in your car that you don't need, like the spare tire or maybe even the rear seat if you want to get crazy with it. But some people even do like half a tank of gas. You don't need all the gas to go through all those runs of autocross, so they will either empty out their gas tank or just fill it up halfway so that they are saving some weight there. One other thing, because your brakes are hot right off of an autocross run, you don't want to just park with your e-brake up. Go ahead and put it in gear and don't use the brakes to park it. That way your brake pads won't seize up with the rotors and you don't want any warping or anything like that. So let's quickly talk about some of the modifications you'll want to make so that you can get quicker times out on the autocross course when you're starting out. If you guys watched my autocross prep video, if you haven't, go ahead and watch that for some more information. But you'll know that you want to start off with some good tires, good sticky tires, because your stock tires are probably not going to do well out on the autocross. Yes, they'll be okay, but if you want the optimal performance, get yourself a set of performance tires. Next thing we'll move on to is a set of brake pads. That will help you get some more stopping power so that you can go deeper into those corners. After you got brake pad, once you got tires and brakes covered, you can move on to your suspension system, whether it just be lowering springs or a set of coilovers. It's gonna help stiffen up your car and keep it more planted around the corners. That's all we've got for today, guys. Hopefully we can get this car fixed up as soon as we can and out at another event. But until then, I will leave you guys with the fastest run I could squeeze out.